What is an introvert? When we hear the word introvert, we usually think of a shy person who prefers to stay in a discreet attitude during social gatherings or a reserved student who rarely participates in the classroom. However, it's important to know that there are different types of introverts, four of which are the social introvert, the thoughtful introvert, the anxious introvert, and the reserved introvert. In this video, we will focus on the social introvert type.
A social introvert is someone who possesses characteristics of both an introvert and an extrovert but leans more towards the introverted side. Introversion is commonly associated with a preference for solitude, introspection, and the need to recharge energy by spending time alone. On the other hand, extroversion is related to a preference for social interaction, being energized by the presence of other people and seeking external stimulation. A socially introverted person enjoys socializing and can participate in social activities, but also needs regular periods of solitude to recharge and regain energy. They may find social interactions tiring after a certain point and need time alone to reflect and regroup.
Social introverts often appreciate meaningful one-on-one conversations or small gatherings rather than large social events or parties. They tend to be selective about their social interactions and prefer quality over quantity in their relationships. It is important to note that introversion and extroversion exist on a spectrum, and individuals may exhibit different degrees of introversion or extroversion depending on the situation or context. Therefore, a socially introverted person may display more extroverted behaviors in certain situations, but still require regular periods of alone time to maintain their well-being.
How to identify this type of introvert? Identifying a social introvert can be done by observing certain patterns of behavior and characteristics. Here are some indicators that can help identify someone as a social introvert. Preference for meaningful conversations. Social introverts tend to value deep and meaningful conversations over superficial ones. They may enjoy discussing ideas, personal experiences, or topics that engage them intellectually or emotionally.
Limited social energy. While social introverts may enjoy social interactions, they have a limited reserve of social energy. They may need to take breaks or spend time alone after prolonged periods of socializing to recharge and regain their energy. Selectivity in socializing. Social introverts are often selective about social events and gatherings. They may prefer small groups or individual interactions where they can establish more focused and meaningful connections. Need for solitude. Social introverts typically require regular periods of solitude to reflect, recharge, and engage in activities they enjoy alone. They may seek out alone time to read, pursue hobbies, or simply have moments of tranquility to themselves.
Good listeners. Social introverts tend to be good listeners and may demonstrate empathy. They often pay close attention to what others are saying, offering thoughtful responses and insights during conversations. Limited tolerance for large social events. While social introverts may enjoy socializing, they may have less tolerance for large social events or gatherings that involve a lot of noise, crowds, and stimuli. They may feel overwhelmed or exhausted in such situations. Comfortable in individual or small group interactions. Social introverts often feel more comfortable and at ease in individual interactions or small groups, where they can establish deeper connections and have more meaningful conversations.
It is important to remember that each individual's personality is unique, and these indicators are not definitive. Not all social introverts will display all of these traits, and some extroverts may also exhibit similar behaviors from time to time. It is always best to communicate openly and directly with people to understand their preferences and needs. How do they deal with their emotions? Social introverts handle their emotions in various ways, but there are some common approaches they often adopt. Reflection and introspection. Social introverts often engage in introspection to understand and process their emotions. They may spend time alone reflecting on their feelings, thoughts, and experiences. This introspective process helps them gain clarity and insights into their emotions.
Private expression. Social introverts may prefer to express their emotions in a more private and personal manner. They may write in journals, write or engage in creative activities as a way to process and express their feelings. This allows them to have a safe space for emotional exploration without the pressure of immediate social interaction. How to interact with a social introvert. Interacting with a social introvert can be a rewarding experience if approached with understanding and respect for their needs. Here are some tips for effectively relating to a social introvert.
Respect their personal space. Social introverts often need more personal space and alone time to recharge. Engage in meaningful conversations. Social introverts appreciate discussions that explore ideas, emotions, and personal experiences. Self-care and time to recharge. Social introverts prioritize self-care and recognize the importance of setting aside time to recharge their emotional energy. They engage in activities that help them relax, rejuvenate, and restore their emotional well-being. This can include pursuing hobbies, spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness, or simply enjoying quiet and solitary moments.
It's important to note that individuals, including social introverts, have unique ways of dealing with their emotions. These approaches can vary from person to person, and it's essential to respect the preferences and boundaries of each individual when it comes to emotional expression and processing. Be patient and give them time to open up. Allow them to feel comfortable at their own pace and avoid pressuring them or demanding immediate responses. Choose calmer and less stimulating environments. When planning activities or outings, opt for quieter and more intimate settings instead of noisy and crowded places.
Listen actively and be attentive. Listen attentively to what a socially introverted person is saying and demonstrate genuine interest in their thoughts and opinions. Invite socially introverted individuals to social events, but make it clear that there is no pressure for them to participate. Let them know that their presence is valued, but also reassure them that it's okay if they choose not to participate. Remember that each person is unique, and these tips may not apply to all socially introverted individuals. The key is to be observant, communicate openly, and adapt your approach according to each individual's comfort level and preferences.
Did you find this video enlightening? If you have any tips about your journey towards social introvert, share them with us and let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Goodbye.